Hey guys, it's your boy J Mecha here with another Penny Dreadful Deck Tech. Today we're going to be playing with Red Green Madness. Now, obviously Madness is already a known thing. There are the blue green counterparts out here, but I want to try red today because you get a bunch of cool little tools here, namely things like Fiery Temper and Faithless Looting, and some of the more aggressively slanted creatures. Like you have the red counterpart to Arrogant Worm, which is Reckless Worm, but we're not going to try that. We're actually going to try Incorrigible Use, which is from Shadows over Innistrad. I like the haste part of it. So yeah, for your enablers, obviously you have Muse Constrictor, Wild Mongrel, and Faithless Looting, which is not as good as Frantic Search because you don't get the mana back. You can't just do that, but it's still fine on its own. You mean like turn one, you can make two Root Wallas for free if you have them in your hand, so that's pretty cool. Like I said, I mentioned Fiery Temper, little removal, little bit of removal that I think the blue decks didn't really have as much. They had like counter spells and like Just the Wind, but this can go to the face. So it gives you a little bit of reach. Uh, Other madness guys, critical use, arrogant worm, all staples. But on this last part, we're gonna try to jam another weird little combo in here, which is Sapling Burst Pandemonium. Just kind of like a top end kind of thing where, madness decks kind of tend to just kind of like, I don't say fizzle out, where if their opponent is dead by like the fifth or sixth turn, they don't have anything to do. So this gives the deck a bit of reach, and then they're just weird combo just to kind of play around in a sense. I'm not adding like the full 4 and 4. I'm actually adding more just sapling burst over pandemoniums. Just because we're gonna play another card here, Hammer Perforos, which is all our creatures haste and actually pumps out creatures. So it's pretty good with the pandemonium. And the hammer is just good with the whole deck. Just want to haste out these guys. So like in like turn four, you could have just a bunch of like arrogant worms and all this attacking really quickly. So and with the, hammer also works with a sapling burst, so you can attack with like 3/4 for 12 if you have to set up that. So that's pretty cool. Moving on to the sideboard. Sideboard is really hard in PD. There's just so many broad decks out there. Control, combo, aggro. So we're trying to get the most broadest sideboard we can. Burst Lightning and Slag Stormer for the smaller creature decks. Probably bring those in and taking out the Pandemonium Sapling Burst, so that's just like too slow. Ground Seals for all those graveyard decks that are looming around everywhere, from Reanimator to World Gorge Dragon, Recurring Nightmare, things like that. Ground Seal might be a little slow. It's a little slower than Claws. At least it replaces itself. You know, there's no like real scary turn two decks. Other than like there are a couple turn two decks, but we'll figure it out. Naturalize, just kind of catch all against what it does, artifacts and enchantments. Can get an enemy dead if you wanted to, or just I'm not sure of any pesky artifacts that really lie around here. Maybe just like some ramp spells. We'll take key. It's a really good artifact that still no one's really playing. And then Mistcutter Hydras for the emergence of the blue control decks. Yeah, just nothing really synergistic with the deck itself, but it's a green, can't be countered, protection from blue. Not super great against all the black removal spells they may have, but if they tap out, you can just kind of get in there for like a couple of damage here and there. It adds up. You're all just trying to add up. So yeah, this is just my kind of take on trying to get a little more aggressive in this format. I think the format PD actually lacks a lot of real aggressive decks. Out of the ones that are successful, maybe Vampires and obviously Blue Green Madness. But we're just trying to get a bit more beefy with the red green version. So in the last video, um, I scraped the gameplay from my stream, twitch.tv/J_Mecha. But on this video, I'm gonna try to do all games in the league. So first of all, I just want to mention that I have not played a single game with this deck. I built it, last night. Well, you don't know what last night is. You don't know when I'm recording this or when it's gonna come out. But anyways, I just built this, and I'm gonna just run it through a league. So if you're not familiar with the league, on the subreddit for Penny Dreadful MTG or subreddit, there's a league where people It's kind of just like a user-run league, and it's kind of like the other MTGO leagues where you play 5 rounds and you try to go 5-0. There's no real incentive of doing it other than getting your own flair on their subreddit. But it's just for fun, and people are a bit more competitive in that league. Everyone's trying to win, so we're just gonna run through that. Like I said, I haven't played a single game with this yet. All this is kind of theory, so you'll get the live, not live, but you'll get the raw footage of just me trying to fumble with this deck and seeing if all my ideas work out. So yeah, we'll get to the first match momentarily. Thanks for watching.